All right, good morning. It's 7:30 in the morning and I'm just getting over to property 3 with that big color change that's taking place. So anyways, I got to start this off quick, fast, and in a hurry. I want to start it off first with an apology. This apology is going to be to Lauren, even though I never spoke to her about the situation. She wasn't here yesterday. Her lack of reliability is still an issue. Not even sure if she's going to be here or not today. But yesterday I was certainly bitching about the quality of paint that she did in the unit. And it would take me all the way till this morning to realize, hey, it probably wasn't even her fault. And in fact, what it was this. The tip. Or the spray tip right here. And it's probably, in part, major part, due to this guy. A blown out spray tip. So I did a lot of research on why is the paint not spraying correctly? Why are we ending up with, spots? We're just ending up with some spots. Like, now mind you, this is my first coat in this room. So this first coat is going to have some issues regardless, but this room isn't even a good example. This is the room where I really tried to brush out all the heavy hits. So anytime the paint would hit heavy, you can see it right there, a little bit of spider cracking, if you can see that right here as well. But now mind you, I need to say this also. There was spider cracking on the paint that was done before us. So I'm not saying all of this is me, but I'm definitely not saying that it's not me, neither. Let's go into this room right here. This is the master. Okay, this is a good example right here maybe of maybe splotchiness or uneven painting and heavy hits where we got a little bit of cracking. And again, mind you, every time I would see the heavy hits, I would try to brush them out. Now that's something that Lauren obviously did not do, and I told her to watch for the heavy spots, brush them out if you need to. She didn't do that, so that part is on her, but more important, it's the tip. Let me share something with you that I just learned this morning. These spray tips, they're about $30 a piece. These things are only good for about 20 gallons up to 100 and something gallons. Between 20 to 144 gallons of paint is a spray tip good for. And they say within the first 10 gallons of paint, the spray tip is going to go from a 515 to a 517, which means you're already going to start having some major wear on your tip. Ain't it crazy to think that these things don't last all that long at all? Now, let me tell you how much painting we're doing. I would learn this or be made to realize this going to Sherwin-Williams yesterday when the guy was like, well, how many units are you doing a week? I said, well, probably about 10 to 12. He said, well, how many gallons per unit? I said, I don't know, probably between, 10 to 15. He's like, dude, you're spraying over 144 gallons of paint a week. He's like, you're going to need, a better machine for sure. But tips, we're going to constantly be needing to change tips. And tips, well, they're not easy to find. But I found them this morning. Folks, I just got a ton. Well, not a ton, I got 6. It is 6, right? 6 new tips, right? All 515s, and yeah. So I guarantee once I set this machine up, this thing is going to be spraying a hell of a lot better. The need to go back and back roll shit probably is going to be not as intense, and that's the situation. So spray tips are something that I'm just really learning about and how much you really need to keep an eye on those and change them out. All right, next thing. Who are we going to have today? Hopefully we're going to have Milton. Hopefully we're going to have Marvin. Those are my two aces right there. I hope I got this guy Mike today. Mike was this new guy that started yesterday at like 2 o'clock and rocked with me till like 6. And then there might be a new guy by the name of Ken. There might be a new guy by the name of Greg or Curtis. I can't remember what the hell his name is. There was supposed to be a new guy by the name of Nicholas. He's already bailed, and I still have yet to hear anything from Lauren. And if she hits me up and says that she's available, I am willing. I am going to give her another shot and just hope that she comes correct, is here on time, and is ready to rock and roll and can help me do some spraying. Because we got 2 units going at the other property. We got some touch-ups to do in the last unit from yesterday at the other property. Marvin and Milton knocked out 2 units. A little bit of touch-up left to do over there. And I got this unit plus the one right next door to this, which is even bigger than this one, that needs to get painted as well. With the fact that we've got this sand swirl on the walls, I feel like that's going to take just a little bit more paint. And I mentioned yesterday, I've already gone through almost 5 gallons, and I still got to do this hallway. Here we go. Perfect example of paint from previous that's got the spider cracks all in it. Major trips. And I can show you that all through this unit. Bing, bing, bing. Yeah. They say a lot of painters, man, they don't even really be changing their tips out. It's expensive. I just spent $212 on 6 tips and 2 new paint shields because they had the paint shields. All they had were metal ones. But anyways, I want to share that with you guys. I'm getting ready to get set up. I'm getting spraying. I'm going to find out if Mike's going to be here. I got him showing up at 8 supposedly, and everybody else is supposed to be here at 8:30 at the other property. So hopefully I can get a good solid crew together for today, a couple of crews, and we can knock out everything we got to do. That would be the ideal game plan. Let me switch out this tip, get the spraying, and share with you how that new tip works. All right, got the new tip in, and I can already hear the difference. Even though I haven't even really gotten started, I was just clearing the line. And yeah, I hear it. They said you'll hear the difference. When it's clogged up, you're definitely gonna hear the difference. So I'm gonna go right here. I got this hallway to hit, and this is where I'll be working at. Okay, great, thank you. See you soon. All right, good, I got the guy Mike on his way, so that's gonna be major help right there. Okay, we are in the hallway trying to get to that next, room, which would be the living room. Gonna use that new shield, gonna use that new everything. New shield, new tip. We about to be rolling, Jack. All right, see how we look. Oh God, these walls are less than ideal for corners. So they say when the tip's blown out, you can hear a lot of hissing. And this is certainly a major sound difference than what it's been sounding like, so. I guess that's what they mean by the hissing. Nice coverage, nice even coverage. And when you got a good tip, you don't have to use as much paint. You're not going to be having to go back and back roll as much. It's all about the tip. With a good tip, there's nothing you can't do. I'm just Josh. Just joshing a little bit. Also with a nice clean paint shield. Whew, Well, the paint shields I got from yesterday, they're not doing so good. Learn what you need to do the job the best way. Learn what you need to do the job the best way, the most efficient way. With a good tip, you could also keep your pressure lower. Lower pressure equals less overspray. You want to be able to spray a consistent coat with the lowest possible pressure. Damn, Joe, what you think? You a painting pro? No, but I have been watching plenty of videos on why the hell my painting looks like shit. So once I get this guy Mike here, I'm gonna have him jump right into the bathroom, or probably into the kitchen, have him hit that kitchen for the first time. Possibly that laundry area as well. And I'm gonna go get everybody else set up. Hopefully I'll have some people showing up today. And we can rock and roll, and we can have a better day than yesterday. That is what I'm hoping for. All I need is a better day than yesterday. Well, yesterday was a tough one. Somebody said, Joe, what are you going to do when you got all these tough days and your son's here? Let me tell you something. Between when my son's here and now, it's all the same. What I mean by that is everything that I'm doing, all this back-breaking work, bending over backwards, trying to make this thing happen, I'm doing for my son and for my family. And that is, without question, the only damn thing that matters. And also keeps me going. All right, my guys should be here shortly, so we'll stop filming and share with you guys how it looks when we get done. All right, hey, it's 10:51 in the morning. The GoPro's dead, so I can't film with that. And I'm just leaving from Sherwin-Williams and kind of embarrassed. I went to go get another paint spray machine, and it was like a big commercial paint spray machine, and I thought the damn thing was $7.95. Well, it turns out that was the model number, and you know, dude was like, yeah, I'm about to give you a good deal, this and that. Turns out the damn thing was $3,500. The model was a $7.95. So I said, oh my God, I can't afford that. And I really wanted to have a third paint sprayer because, well, technically we need it. I've got 4 people at this new property. 4 people. And it's a guy named Mike from yesterday who's kind of slow. A guy named Kurt, who I didn't honestly think was going to show up. This guy came all the way from North Carolina. And a guy named Ken and myself. Ken is actually spraying. Kurt should probably be spraying. I think Kurt's going to be a stronger painter than Ken, but I could have 2 sprayers going in these units, these big ass units. I really probably need 2 sprayers going in these big ass units. I'm gonna get back and try to figure it out the best way, because I ain't got but 2 sprayers. I guess I could try to hit Lowe's and go get another bullshit sprayer. I could try to do that. Let me figure out what's going on and get with you in a little bit. All right, so I went to Lowe's. I bought another paint sprayer. That's 3 paint sprayers. I bought a Pro 19 this time. Now the difference between the 19 and the 17, 19 being the Pro, is actually I had a 7. I just bought a Pro 19. Or did I have a 17? Had a X7. Anyways, the difference between a major difference between what I got and what I just bought is the fact that, well, with the Pros you can replace the pumps, If the pump goes out on the X7, there's no replacing that pump. That pump is built in. There's no replacing it. Now this machine cost $795, $725 actually. And, you know, good Lord, that's still expensive. But it's my hope to have 2 people spraying these units. Both units getting double sprayed. They're big enough, they need it. So we'll see how that goes. Will that be more hassle than it's worth? Will that be in the way? I honestly don't know, but these units are big enough to where they shouldn't get in each other's way. We'll just have to see. I've got 3 people working over at this unit. I'll be curious to see where they're at. The dude spraying should be done spraying by now. The dude doing that first bathroom should be done doing that first bathroom by now. And the guy, Kurt, should be, well, he's probably nowhere near done, because he was going to be hand painting the laundry room, which was a motherfucker. If we could spray that, that would be all the better. I don't think we're going to get both these units done today over at this property, these 2 massive units. Of course, that's what I was shooting for, trying to have 2 guns going. But I do hope to be damn close completed with both units. That would be just a hell of a showing right there. I don't know if that's being a little too ambitious. It probably is. I don't know that I'm going to keep the guy Mike all day long. We'll just have to wait and see. Ken is the guy that I got spraying. Mike is the guy that I had yesterday, who today he's been like on the phone all damn day. I'll just have to see where everybody's at and make some judgment calls. But I definitely want to get this guy Kurt spraying. I got a feeling he can spray. I hope he can spray. We're going to find out. And we're going to see how far we can get. I think we can get pretty damn far. Get this first unit done. Get that second unit done. Oh, man, that's going to be damn good right there. Damn good. Get the 2 units done that Marvin and Milton are working on. Hey, we're going to be balling. And if these guys are worth their salt and I can keep them, even if they're not all that, if they're just reliable, because Mike is reliable so far. Ken has been reliable so far. If I can keep these guys, I mean, he's only just showed up today, but he was here and he's spraying. Man, shit, Monday morning, hey, Monday, I'm gonna hit that lady up and be like, hey, let's make that meeting happen. And I'm also gonna tell this property, give me everything that you got. I got you. All right, I'm about to be back, so let me go see how things are going. If I could cry, I would. I would certainly cry. I should cry. I deserve to cry. Yeah. Well, I gotta be honest, I am beat down. And it's 5:30 in the evening, Friday evening, and what a mess today was. Yeah, buddy. So let's see, I had 3 new people today. Mike, Ken, and Kurt. And all 3 of them were pretty much fucking worthless. That's right, folks. I thought I was on to something. I thought I had 2 guys who could spray, and turns out I learned a valuable lesson about that. And that is, just because you think a guy can spray, really make sure that guy can spray. So we got 1 brand new machine, and we got brand new tips in all the machines. We should not be having any problems. And well, we got a bunch of problems. So we got splotches all over the wall, heavy spots, spider cracking, all the usual. And this dude, Kurt, that I had spraying, he was the second guy I had spray. The first guy I thought was a little shaky, and for whatever reason, I thought Kurt was gonna do better. And like I said, at first I was thinking he was, doing pretty good. But then when it gets done, he didn't really shield the ceiling too well, so I had to go back and freaking hit a lot of the ceiling that he did. And then, you know, we got the spider cracking quite a bit in what he did. And I gotta be honest, I mean, there's spider cracking in what I did as well. So I'm like, man, what the fuck is going on with this splotching? I'm trying to keep the pressure turned way down on these machines, and I'm still having these problems. So I don't know what's going on. But you know, it's funny, as I told this dude, because I didn't like this guy, Kurt. He reminded me too much of somebody that I don't like. So that started off part ways the situation. And then he didn't show up till 10:30, and he left out of here at 4:30. And I'm like, man, what the hell? So I just sent the other two guys out of here at 5:30, and here I am, probably not leaving here till 6:30. I haven't heard from Marvin and Milton. I hope they're doing okay, because I'm certainly not doing okay over here. So what other issues did we have? Kurt was supposed to be an experienced painter. You know, he's got semi-gloss in this area where we've got flat. He cut in with a bunch of semi-gloss, so I got to fix that. He was very aloof, very crackheadish, and I just didn't like the dude. Man, more shit I got to fix that he done did. So what about the other two dudes? So Mike was the guy that I had from yesterday, and Mike is okay. I mean, good guy and all. Spent the whole day on the phone with some female, and man, if that weren't just the most annoying shit, not even with the Bluetooth or nothing, like, I almost sent him home for being on the phone so much. Like, dude, I ain't trying to hear this. He's not a 1099, so he can't do what he wants to do. He's not an employee, he's just day labor. I can tell this dude to go fuck himself if I want to. But I did like the guy. His work was slow as fuck. And you know, it's just, hey, stroke the paintbrush, talk on the phone. And I can't fuck with that at all. I did this to myself. You know, Skater Dude and Bill, you know, maybe it's karma for them. Maybe that's the karma. I tried today. Gosh almighty, have I tried. I have just been going and going. So I tried to go start the other unit because we got another unit to do here, and I couldn't even really get started on that. At least I thought better of that. Like, Joe, you better go babysit. This is not the crew to be leaving to their own devices. These dudes will seriously bullshit, and they did. No real experience. Everybody says that they can paint, and you know, they get out here and they can't. And I had a great thought about that today, as a matter of fact. I'm always coming up with these things, these sayings. And I said, you know, it's funny, it's painting. Motherfuckers act like this shit is trigonometry. I mean, they really turn it into something that it don't gotta be. Just pay a fucking attention. That's all I ask. Just pay a fucking attention. And see, I'm gonna get worked up right here because I'm just getting taken advantage of. You know, you motherfuckers give me so much shit. You motherfuckers who do give me shit. This is not directed at everybody, just you motherfuckers who do give me so much shit. And you know, I've seen comments, oh, Joe just takes advantage of people. Yo, people just take advantage of me, man. I am sitting here killing myself. And I'm just getting taken advantage of. So, anyways, good help's hard to find, all that good jazz. Well, let me add a little more insult to injury for today. You know, I could really cry. Because in the midst of all of this, trying to get this first unit done, which should have been done today, and it looks like shit. This thing really looks like we don't know what the fuck we're doing. And let me show you around a little bit. You know, don't take my word for it. So, All right, so we're looking at, oh my God, they didn't even put the refrigerator back. Son of a bitch. I guess I'm gonna move that by myself. It may not look bad at first glance, but it's gonna start getting bad back here. So if you look at this cut line up here, we're going back toward where dude was spraying at. And it gets bad back here. You can see bad spraying. I'm gonna have to fucking touch all that up. Bad cut line in the top, so I had to come and hit that with the white. That looks like shit. And then back here, it was this entire room. And this cut line really looks like shit because I had another lesser guy try to come through here and cut this in, and he ain't know what the fuck he was doing. So I came through and I tried to clean it up just a little bit, but now I still got to go back and cut this in with the wall paint. And you can see the wall just looks, oh, it doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. I don't know what that is up there. Probably a big old miss. You know, I took this guy at face value saying, oh, I can spray. And he let me down like so many others, right? But like I said, this is only the beginning of it, right? So I got a text message while I was knee deep in the midst of all this chaos today from the property where we do the color changes at. And it just said, hey, are you available early next week so that we can walk through some units that you've done? And usually what that means is there's problems. And why wouldn't there be problems? The last unit that we did looked like shit. I forgot that we left trash in the damn trash can. Yeah. And I worry about that, man. And you know, that hurt me. I'm like, damn, man, I take so much pride in this fucking work. Like, I want this work to be good, but I am at the disposal of the people that I have. I'm literally at their disposal. You know, if they're not going to step up and man up and help me do this shit, I'm fucked. I'm fucked. And you know, like when I knew that I had this crew today that really wasn't that good, I still had to just tough it out because that was all that I had, and maybe that was the wrong thing to do. Maybe I should have just shit-canned them all right there. I didn't particularly care for any of these dudes, except for the guy Mike, but his work just ain't strong enough. Everybody says they're a fucking painter. Oh yeah, I can paint. And then they get in here and this shit turns into trigonometry. It really, really does. So I sprayed in here. I don't see many splotches. Oh, you're getting blown out by the light, but there it goes. Yeah, I don't see much splotching. I sprayed here. I don't see much I don't see any splotching. I don't know where that shit is coming from. And I guess it's just got to be going too heavy and not knowing what the fuck you're doing for real. Just going way too heavy and way too stupid with the gun. It's got to be what it is. We had paint all over this floor at one point today. It's just been bad. It's been bad. And I've done so much of this work. I went and got this new paint spray machine. I wanted to have two guns going at the same time. Oh, if there is any good news, and you know, we'll see. Lauren is supposed to be available tomorrow. We'll see. I don't count those eggs before they hatch. Anywho, I'm about to get out of here pretty shortly. I got at least 30 minutes worth of cleanup to do. At least that. And I'm sad. I'm sad that I gotta go do this call back. I hope it's for minimal shit. It probably is. I mean, I feel confident with all of the units that we've done minus that last unit. And we'll see. I don't want to lose that property. I don't want to lose any property. You know how bad I'll feel if we lose a property because of the quality of work that we're doing? Oh, that'll kill my pride. That'll certainly kill my pride. All right, let me wrap this up and I'll get with y'all on the ride home.